We humans are at the top of the food chain. With cutting-edge technologies and opposable thumbs, we've traveled a long journey to get here. But let's keep it real. We're still made of flesh and bone, and when it comes to the strength of some animals, we're just no match. Sometimes, in the blink of an eye, animals, especially the wild ones, find ways to attack, and it's all caught on terror-stricken videos. That's exactly what you're going to see today. 16 animal attacks on humans caught on camera. Buckle up and get ready to witness some heart-pumping moments. Number 16. Zebra attack. Zebras are very social animals. They eat grass, run in packs, and don't usually attack people. Well, yes, they don't usually attack, but as you can see in this video, they absolutely can. On a safari trip, this girl left the car window open, carefree, despite being surrounded by wild animals. While she was chatting, a curious zebra stuck its head into the car, sniffing her hair. Perhaps the zebra confused her hair for some delicious straw as it went in for a bite and caused a huge commotion. Luckily, she was only lightly bitten on the shoulder. But this incident serves as a reminder that while it may not have sharp claws or dagger-like teeth like other predators, a wild animal is still a wild animal. And as you have seen, they can even attack their own kind. So if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, be sure to maintain your distance and give them respect. Number 15. Dangerous attraction. We humans can overpower these ferocious beasts with bullets and spears. We can even cage them like this tiger at the zoo. But as they say, curiosity killed the cat, and that's exactly what happened in Las Vegas. A 400-pound lion attacked its own trainer during a live show at the famous MGM resort. The audience, including Drew and Titus Ellis, who were on their honeymoon, was there to enjoy the spectacle when the lion suddenly pounced on the trainer. The man tried to defend himself, grabbing onto the lion's mane, while another trainer rushed to help. Despite their efforts, the lion continued to chase after the first trainer. The terrifying incident was captured on video by Drew and quickly went viral on social media. She said she was terrified, fearing that she was about to witness a tragedy. The lion, who seemed calm moments before, attacked out of nowhere. Luckily, the trainer only suffered minor injuries. I don't even know how the other trainer found the courage to stay in the cage after all that happened. Number 14. Monkey in the store. A man decided to bring his pet monkey to a hardware store, never anticipating the turmoil that would arise. Although the monkey was secured in the truck and on a leash, it managed to break free during a brief lapse in attention. It charged into the hardware store, starting to attack the staff. A shopper recorded the incident on video, capturing the moment the monkey swung its leash to intimidate the workers. The store's automatic doors enabled the monkey to slip inside and create chaos. Luckily, no one was seriously injured, but the event made the news, leaving local residents concerned. Number 13. Angry rhino. In South Africa's expansive Kruger National Park, the nation's largest wildlife reserve, visitors were left in awe when they came across a group of rhinos blocking their path. One particular rhino, likely the dominant member of the herd, approached the car in an intimidating manner to safeguard the others. Rhinos are notoriously territorial and aggressive, and a powerful headbutt or a charge with their huge horns can turn dangerous for anyone who provokes them. Faced with this threat, the tourists had no choice but to retreat and wait for the formidable animals to move aside. Eventually, one driver saw an opportunity as the rhinos began to disperse and attempted to pass through. While the attempt was successful, it was fraught with danger. The most aggressive rhino soon noticed the moving vehicle and launched a charge, kicking up a cloud of dust as it attacked. Its horn grazed the car by mere inches. Had the driver not reacted swiftly, the situation could have ended in serious injury. Number 12. Fighting off sharks. Located midway between the African and South American coasts lies Ascension Island, a remote spot renowned for attracting adventurous fishermen. It was here that Nat Davey, against all odds, battled two sharks that attempted to attack him immediately after he caught a tuna while deep-sea diving. Despite his extensive experience as a commercial fisherman, it was astonishing to witness him use his bare hands to repel the bull sharks lunging toward him. Davey was engaged in a form of underwater fishing, employing a spear instead of the conventional fishing rod. His caught tuna was still entangled in the line, thrashing wildly as the sharks closed in. Viewers of the video questioned why Davey didn't simply release the tuna and prioritize his own safety. However, in the heat of the moment, he couldn't think clearly. Determined to bring his catch home, he chose to defend himself against the ocean's top predators. Remarkably, he succeeded in warding off the sharks. After summoning help, a rescue boat arrived to save him. Now, Davey has an incredible tale to share with his future grandchildren about the day he fought off two formidable sharks. For those who doubt his story, he can easily show them the video, which has already been viewed by millions around the world. Number 11. Attacking the police. In the United States, officers were alerted after a neighborhood faced a sudden bee assault. Officer Gary Coben Bauer was dispatched to investigate the disturbance. However, the moment he exited his vehicle, he was violently swarmed by the aggressive insects. Captured on camera, Officer Bauer struggled under the relentless attack, nearly collapsing before mustering the strength to shield himself. Demonstrating quick thinking, he retreated to his car and instructed his partner to drive away to minimize further danger. Meanwhile, his partner radioed for additional support. As the overwhelming onslaught continued, Officer Bauer eventually succumbed, having been stung numerous times. News crews present maintained a safe distance, while those who dared to approach did so from the safety of their cars with windows tightly closed. Fortunately, a nearby beekeeper who caught wind of the incident hurried to the scene. It appeared that a large hive had been disturbed, triggering the bees' aggression. The beekeeper was forced to apply a soothing pesticide to calm the swarm, and Officer Bauer was promptly transported to the hospital for medical care. Number 10. Relentless lions. During an African safari where participants drive their own vehicles, a camera woman experienced a terrifying encounter with a lion. The most perilous mistake? Leaving her car window wide open to capture footage. Playing with such danger proved almost fatal. As her vehicle inched forward, the lion began to scrutinize the car intently. Fortunately, instead of targeting the open window, the lion's predatory instincts redirected its aggression toward the rear of the vehicle, mistaking it for large prey. The eerie sound of the lion's heavy paws attempting to grip the car was unnerving. In an even more harrowing incident, another recording showed a lion attempting to tear off the car's side mirror while it was folded in. This time, not just one, but two lions pursued the moving vehicle as the driver desperately accelerated to escape their menacing pursuit. Number 9. Intruder shark. Off the coast of Mexico near Guadalupe Island, a diving team employed a large piece of meat attached to a rope to lure sharks for close-up observation from safety cages. However, on this particular day, disaster struck. A shark breached the cage while a diver was still inside. The aggressive shark forcefully broke through one of the cage bars, thrashing wildly in an attempt to escape. After a frantic struggle, it managed to swim out of the compromised cage, leaving onlookers in shock and concern for the diver's safety. Miraculously, the diver emerged unharmed, having escaped through the very hole the shark had created. The sheer terror he experienced is indescribable, leaving everyone who witnessed the event in disbelief. Number 8. Fatal attack. Catherine Chappell, an American actress renowned for her role in the acclaimed series Game of Thrones, tragically lost her life during a safari tour in South Africa following a vicious lion attack. At 29 years old, Catherine had embarked on the trip to engage in volunteer work, never anticipating such a tragic end. The fatal incident took place in a park near Johannesburg. Catherine and her driver parked their vehicle close to two lions, deciding to open the windows to take some photographs. That was the fatal mistake. A fellow visitor captured a photo moments before the attack, illustrating how swiftly everything unfolded. Ben Gender, the photographer, recounted that it happened in an instant. The lioness appeared relaxed, stretching languidly, but without warning, she thrust her head into the car and attacked Catherine. By the time security personnel arrived, it was too late. The lioness fled the scene with her muzzle smeared in blood, while Catherine succumbed to her injuries within seconds. In the aftermath, the safari park remained operational, relocating the lioness without holding anyone accountable for the heartbreaking tragedy. Number 7. Stepping out of the car. In China's Battling Wildlife Park near Beijing, a family's trip turned tragic due to a fatal mistake. A security camera captured the horrifying moment when, after an argument, a woman disregarded multiple warnings from park staff and stepped out of the vehicle into the tiger enclosure. Within seconds, a tiger attacked her, dragging her off camera in an instant. Miraculously, she survived thanks to swift action from her family and park staff. Her husband exited the car next, followed by her mother, who heroically sacrificed herself to save her daughter. While the staff arrived quickly, they couldn't save the grandmother, but the daughter was treated and survived. This incident underscores the unpredictable nature of wild animals and the critical importance of adhering to safety protocols in wildlife reserves. Number 6. Hungry alligator. During a routine zoo visit, a visitor recorded a terrifying moment when a massive alligator lunged at its handler while being fed. The zookeeper was tossing food into the alligator's pond, but the reptile ignored the meat and aimed directly at the worker, who was simultaneously explaining the alligator's habits to an audience. The alligator's attack was so intense that a nearby tree might have saved the handler's life. The crowd watched in horror as the alligator attempted to bite the zookeeper. Eventually, the handler managed to distract the alligator with a piece of meat, but the threat wasn't over. Using his experience, the zookeeper deployed a protective barrier, preventing the alligator from causing further harm. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers inherent in working closely with powerful, sharp-toothed animals and the fine line between education and peril. Number 5. Spider rain. In Espirito Santo do Dado, a small town experienced a bizarre and frightening phenomenon that looked like it was raining spiders. Residents captured videos of thousands of mayflies descending en masse, creating the illusion of spider rain. For those with arachnophobia, the footage is particularly disturbing, causing sleepless nights for some. News outlets quickly picked up the story, broadcasting the eerie images nationwide. However, it wasn't actual rain, but spiders suspended in webs stretched through the air, giving the appearance of falling arachnids. While larger cities rarely encounter such events, rural areas like Espirito Santo do Dado experience them more frequently. Despite the terrifying visuals, it's important to note that these insects posed no real threat, highlighting how natural phenomena can sometimes create unsettling illusions. Number 4. Close encounter with a deer. Spain's renowned wildlife presenter Frank Kesta had a near-fatal encounter during a live broadcast on his social media channel. While filming a group of deer, Frank approached them confidently. 3 smaller deer fled, but the largest male, sporting impressive antlers, stood its ground. Suddenly, the deer charged at Frank, knocking him backward into a nearby object. What followed was a tense 4-minute struggle as Frank desperately tried to fend off the aggressive animal by grabbing its antlers. Viewers watched in horror, fearing for his safety. Fortunately, after an intense struggle, the deer withdrew, allowing Frank to escape. Although exhausted and injured, he reassured his audience afterward. Reflecting on the incident, Frank admitted his mistake was underestimating the deer's aggression by believing it had no escape route. This experience serves as a stark reminder that even seasoned wildlife professionals can be vulnerable when dealing with unpredictable animals. Number 3. Rampaging elephant. In India, A rogue elephant caused chaos in a village, terrifying residents as it rampaged through the streets. Captured on numerous smartphones, the massive animal smashed buildings and scattered villagers in all directions. An unlucky motorcyclist found himself directly in the elephant's path and had to abandon his bike to flee on foot. Despite maintaining some distance, the elephant noticed him and launched a violent chase, kicking up dust and debris. When not chasing people, the elephant continued its destructive path, demolishing whatever stood in its way. The villagers were powerless to stop the beast, watching helplessly as their homes and livelihoods were torn apart. It is believed that the elephant wandered into the village from a nearby forest, likely driven by desperation in search of food or water. Fortunately, no one was injured during the incident, but the sheer size and strength of the elephant make such encounters extremely dangerous. This event highlights the potential for conflict between humans and wildlife, especially as natural habitats become increasingly encroached upon. Number 2. Mayfly invasion. Havana, Ohio, was overwhelmed by a massive swarm of mayflies, plunging the city into chaos and halting daily life. These large, dragonfly-like insects descended in such numbers that the streets appeared covered by a thick layer of them, making it nearly impossible for residents to leave their homes. The sheer volume of mayflies led to slippery roads, causing numerous accidents and forcing authorities to shut down traffic. The insects, which have a brief lifespan of just a few hours, left a sticky mess when crushed by vehicles, resulting in a 15-centimeter thick layer of goo on a bridge. Police reported that several motorcyclists lost control of their bikes due to the slippery residue. Although mayflies are harmless, lacking venom and the ability to transmit diseases, their overwhelming numbers created significant disruptions. This unusual invasion serves as a reminder of how even non-threatening insects can cause substantial problems when their populations surge unexpectedly. Number 1. Rampaging boar. A cafe in Ning, China, became the site of a terrifying encounter when a wild boar suddenly stormed into the establishment, wreaking havoc. Security cameras captured the animal charging wildly as a woman, alone at the time, screamed and attempted to escape. The boar rampaged down the hallway, knocking over furniture and decor with sheer ferocity. Spotting the terrified woman, it charged at her, but she managed to leap over the counter to avoid the attack. In a surprising turn, the boar also jumped over the counter, appearing more scared than aggressive, and fled through the cafe's door. The aftermath left the cafe in ruins, a testament to the animal's strength and unpredictability. Shockingly, this wasn't the first incident of its kind in the somewhat rural city, where wild animals occasionally find their way into shops or factories after becoming lost. Fortunately, no one was injured during this episode, including the boar, which was later sedated by authorities and released back into the wild. This incident highlights the potential dangers of wild animals encroaching on human spaces and the importance of maintaining secure environments to prevent such frightening encounters. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content like this.